Hey everybody, Justin Cener here, and this video is going to be about how to use email marketing with your Shopify store. Now, email marketing is super powerful. I like to think of it really as basically free money every time that you email. You're going to just be able to get your products in front of your existing customers, and they are going to buy again, especially if you found or if you have a niche store and you're showing people in one specific niche. You're going to continue to show them more and more relevant products directly in their inbox. That's a powerful combination. You're going to get more sales, and you're going to simply just make more money from your existing customers. So, you know, the only cost in terms of doing emailing, and we'll talk about specifically what the costs are, is just going to be having some email service provider, and we're going to talk about using MailChimp. So having a MailChimp account. And, you know, last month it cost me $150 to have a MailChimp account, and I ran about 4 emails, one per week, and we did 2,500 plus in revenue. So, you know, it's such a huge ROI. You know, I'm going to show you just how easy, when you use the MailChimp app, the official app with Shopify, creating the emails literally takes 30 seconds. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that, and, you know, this is just a no-brainer. So if you're kind of brand new to email marketing, the idea is that we capture a lot of information from our customers and even from some potential customers when they interact with our site. So whenever they check out and they become a customer, inside of your Shopify dashboard, you know, you would have an order section. I'm going to show you a test site, so there's not going to be any orders here, right? But you would have orders in here, and all of these people would, you know, you would own their information in terms of you have their email address. They may have potentially opted in to accepting email marketing from you. And the way that you know, they would do that is over here. It's a setting inside of checkout, and it says collecting consent to send promotional emails. So this is you know, where you'd either have the checkbox pre-checked or unchecked, and when they check out, you know, they'd either agree or not to agree to get emails. So if they do agree, then you get to email these customers basically marketing emails, and that could be daily or a couple times a week or once a week, however often you want to do it. And you know, that's how you're going to get that, you know, what I call the free money. That's how you're going to get, you know, huge ROIs. You're going to just be sending emails to your existing customers. Now, in some themes, you know, especially the Brooklyn theme, like I always like to recommend, you know, Brooklyn, that's one of the free themes that Shopify provides. They have on the footer, especially on the homepage, they have a section where any user, doesn't have to be a customer, can enter their email address to get, you know, to get promotional emails, to join the list. So anyone that does that is also going to be in your email list, you know, over in MailChimp. And when we go and create the emails, we could send to those people as well. So again, you know, this is going to be a high ROI. It's a very low investment cost. And, you know, I paid $150 last month, and I think my list is kind of on the bigger side. So your bill might even be lower, but the returns are great. You know, we're speaking directly one-on-one via email, which is still a very, very, very useful channel for business. You know, there's billions of dollars being done on emailing in terms of eCommerce. So it's, you know, while it is kind of the definitely an old-fashioned type of online advertising, it's still one that's super effective. So cool. All we need to do to be able to have this set up is to have a MailChimp account and obviously have a Shopify account. So I'll tell you a little about MailChimp and why it's so good. So when you're starting up, it's free to have up to 2,000 people on your email list. And then you could send up to 12,000 emails per month, all for free. So, you know, especially if you're getting started, you know, I was telling you $150 is my cost. Your cost is going to be nothing, because you can do, you know, you can start off with a free plan on MailChimp, and you could even still use the official MailChimp app for Shopify with a free account. So all you need to do is open up an account, and then all you want to do once you're in there is going to make a list. I'll show you that in a second. But we can look at pricing, you know, once you grow. And here's the pricing. You know, we're not talking about a lot of money. You know, once you get to, you know, a certain level, let's say you're over the 2,000 for the free and you want to start paying, it's going to be $30 a month or $35 a month. You know, let's say you have 5,000 subscribers, it's going to be $55 a month or $50 a month. You know, very, very reasonable. You know, super reasonable cost considering, let's say, you know, you send to your email list, you have 5,000 people and you send to the email list 4 times, so you send 20,000 emails for $50. You know, can you make enough revenue back from there? You definitely will, for sure. I did 2,500 in revenue, 2,500 plus in 4 emails. And a lot of people, a lot of companies send way more than 4 emails a month. So the cool thing here, as you see, emails per month is unlimited. So MailChimp is pretty unique. They have some good pricing and they have unlimited emails. And you could certainly replicate these steps that I'm going to show you with other email service providers like Aweber or whatever. These concepts definitely carry on. I'm just going to show you functionality wise. It's the easiest to get started on MailChimp, and it's also the easiest to have everything integrated. So we're back to our store, right? This is our test store, and let's say we have a collection of shirts, and I don't care if you have you could put every single shirt in a collection. And in fact, in this store, you'll see I'm just going to the store. I only have 3 products in general, but I'm just showing you would organize them all into one collection. That's a step that you need to do to make it very easy to have these emails built automatically. So before we go into the emailing, you're going to want to, even if it's just a collection that you'll never use outside of just emailing your entire product catalog for, you can create just a catch-all, or you could just use the the all collection, which is every product, and you'd be able to use that to build your email. So we have this. Now we're going to start actually integrating with MailChimp. At this point, all we've done is signed up for a free MailChimp account. So and it's very easy to do that. You're just going to enter in some information, just a typical registration process. Then we're going to come over to Shopify, and we're going to go into the App Store. So I'm over here in Apps, and I'm clicking Visit App Store, and it's got to just recognize me. Okay, so I am putting in MailChimp. And you want this one with the green icon. This is the official, developed by MailChimp, the official app. And it's free to install, so we're just going to click Get. And I've actually already had this installed on the site, so it might pull my old data. Okay, no, it didn't. So as soon as you install it and you give it permission, it's going to ask you to log into your MailChimp. So this is where we're going to take the login that we just created, right? So we just created a MailChimp account, and we log in. Okay, I loaded that up. So now it's going to come in here, and it's going to find, see, I told you I installed this previously, but it's going to find your MailChimp lists, or your MailChimp accounts and your Shopify stores. Now what you need to do is come down here, and it says connect a list to this store. So before we do this, we got to go back to MailChimp. So we open up MailChimp, and I have it open in another window. And when you're at your, this is a free account. When you get there, you could click on lists, and we need to create a list. You need to have at least one list to make this work. Obviously, you need the email addresses to go into some list. So you just come in here. There'd be nothing in here for your new account. You'd come and click Create List. Just click Create List, and you're literally just filling in the details. The list name. Name this whatever you want. Put in your email. Put in the from name. This is probably your store name. Tell them how they got, how they joined. This is, basically a requirement for doing email marketing. You tell them that, you are receiving this because you opted in at our website. Okay, you'd have your address and stuff like that. You just put in whatever there. We already have a list built, so you just need to build your list. All you need is one list. Now you come back and finish setting this up. You come and click Connect a List to this store. And it's going to actually find, as you see, here's my list. It's called Main Store. Since I logged in, it's going to be able to go and sync with my MailChimp account and find the list. So now it's going to say the following information will sync between Shopify and MailChimp. Subscribers who make a purchase. So we're talking about people who opted in during the checkout phase. And also all of their order data per campaign and subscriber. So that means we're going to be able to send really, really powerful emails based on e-commerce data. So maybe you want to send an email only to someone who purchased a specific product. You could have that option inside of your MailChimp campaigns. Maybe you want to send an email to people who have purchased from your site more than 3 times. Well, you could also do that. You could do anything, number of purchases, number of dollars spent in your store, how long ago their last purchase was. All these different great data points are accessible because MailChimp is syncing with Shopify here, and they're sending all that data over. MailChimp calls this eCommerce 360 data, and basically it's an extra segmenting tool to create very specific lists within your list, and then you could use those segmented lists in your emails. So super powerful. All we're going to do is press Start Syncing, and now we're done. You see right here, phishing. This is our test store. Right here's the domain. This is now synced with our main store list, which is right here. Now remember, this is a test store. We don't have any people in it, but as soon as someone purchased and opted into our list, we would have one person automatically added here. We don't need to do anything. MailChimp and Shopify are now they're synced up. They're talking to each other. So they're going to be able to do all the heavy lifting in terms of taking customers from Shopify and adding them to your MailChimp list. So now let's go and show you how easy it is to actually add or create an email. So all you have to do is go to Products and then Collections. And I'm dealing with the Funny Shirts collection. I basically made this one to include every single product on my site because I'm likely never going to use this on my site or my navigation or link to it. But you want to have this existing, and you'll see which products are in it, right? And you could even add more products. I've already added all of them. But what you want to do is come up here and click the three dots. And now that you have the MailChimp app installed, you're going to have this option, Email using MailChimp. So watch how easy it is. Remember, these are the three products in the catalog, or in this collection. And it could be a very specific collection, or it could be just a catch-all collection of all your products. Depends on what your email wants to be, or what you want to be in your email, I'm sorry. So let's say you want to have an email of only hoodies. You can go and build a collection, or maybe you already have a collection of hoodies, and you'd go into collections, you'd find the collection that you want to pick, and you'd go press the little three dots here and click Email using MailChimp. So this is going to go, and if you're not already logged in, it's going to ask you to log in, and then you get to pick one of three pre-made templates. So you could either have a section for an image, and you probably you want to put maybe a banner image here, a section for some text, and then your products are going to be stacked on top of each other in one column, or they're going to be stacked side by side in two columns, or they're going to be stacked on top of each other with two columns with the text to the side. So you get to pick, just for example's sake, we're going to go with this first one, but you could change your selection, pick whichever selection you want, and then press Send to MailChimp. So it's going to take a little bit, and it's going to send all of the collection data. So this is the collection. It's going to send all of the products in this collection data, descriptions, imagery, links, prices. It's going to send it over into MailChimp. And sometimes this takes a little bit. Just give it some time. If it does take like 2-3 minutes, then probably you're going to want to refresh. So we'll see what happens over here. But what it's doing is building an actual campaign inside your MailChimp account. So in the campaign section right now in the background, the MailChimp app on Shopify is building a one-column stacked campaign with all of the products inside of this collection. So it's taking a bit. And I'm going to pause the video, and we'll jump back when it actually loads. Okay, so I'm having a bit of trouble getting this to load, and it looks like it's down right now temporarily. I was just using it a couple days ago. I know it works. What's going to happen is once this does get sent to MailChimp, you're going to be sent over into MailChimp, and you're going to see a designed email that's going to have all of your products already in here. So you're going to see, let's say if there are 3 products in this collection, you're going to see 3 of them stacked, one on top of the other. They're clickable in terms of the link would go right to the product page. And over here is where you could put a banner, maybe you put a logo, and all you got to do is click Browse, and you could upload an image, right? You're going to want about a 600 pixel width image for email. And you could put, headlines or text about, the promotion, or maybe you're just sending, you want to say something like, I don't know, maybe featured products of the week. And you could just give a little, it doesn't have to be this long. You could just say, check out what we have featured for you this time. And then underneath that is where all the products would have been automatically loaded from your collection. So all you have to do, remember, you're just clicking this button. Normally this would work when you press Send to MailChimp. It would create a campaign like this, and you would customize the look and feel. You'd come over to Recipients, and here's where you would send to your list. And, again, this is a test account. It's not going to have anyone in here. But if it did have, imagine if you had thousands of people in your list, this is going to be an email when you send out products and you're sending them to mostly past customers. It's going to be a high converting email. You could even make those segments in terms of sending to segments. Let's say you want to send, let's say you had 10,000 people on your email list, and you only want to send to people who have purchased 5 times or more. You can come in here and make a segment, and you can come down to the e-commerce section, and you could do something like this: orders total. So you want to find someone who has purchased 5 or more times. You could make a segment like this. So this is going to send to the segment of your entire list. So not the entire list, just this segment, where people meet the following conditions. The number of orders that they've made is greater than 4. So that's pretty powerful. You want to send like a VIP email to your best purchasers. You could do that. Look at some of the other options that are on here. Spent in terms of the average per order, spent in a one order, spent total lifetime dollars that they've ever ordered from you. Store that they ordered from, you could use one MailChimp account for multiple stores, if you wanted to. I don't. Purchase date, purchase activity, the actual specific product purchased, and here are the actual names of my product, right? Another product, sample product, sample product, another product, sample product, sample product. They took these names, and this is my test store. It only has 3 products. It would take all of these, so then you could send an email only to people who purchased that product, or only to people who purchase this product. And you could even add more. So you could layer it on. You only want to show it to people who purchased this product, but it has to have been before 30 days ago. So you want to send an email to people who bought sample product shirt, but did it 30 days ago, then here is a super, super easy way to do it. So, I mean, this is unbelievably powerful. The type of emails, you can get very, very specific and give some really, really good email persuasion in terms of the idea that, you're speaking directly to the customer. That is going to equal free money. So, the next section would be setup, and this is where you put in stuff like your email subject. Obviously, this is super important. This is going to be the first thing that they see. This is going to be the from name, so you want to have your store there. So you put you would replace this with your store name, your email address, etc. You're going to want to check this box for eCommerce 360 link tracking. This is just going to give you a little bit more information when you look at the reports. And if you're using Google Analytics, you're going to want to have this turned on. Now, I don't have Google Analytics turned on this test account, but you probably want to have it installed. So the next step is that's just bringing us back, or this is a template. You could ignore this. The design brings us back to where that auto-generated email was, and we made any customizations. Remember, your products are going to be stacked just over here. And then we just go to confirm. You come down, make sure, check everything is good. It's going to tell you if there's any problems. So this actually happens all the time. You have to fix this default holding text up here. So it says use this area to offer a short preview. This is often the first text that comes after the email subject, especially in Gmail. So you might want to you want to leverage this to your advantage and say something like featured shirts of the week. Check it out. Put whatever you want there. Just remember that this after the subject, that could be the next line of text that they see. On Gmail, that is exactly the case. Then you come down, confirm, and it's still got a problem because we have a list of 0, but you make sure there's no problems. Then you come down, there's going to be a right here you can see it's grayed out, either a schedule or a send button. So you can send it right away, or you can schedule it to be sent out. And I like sending it on weekdays about 6 a.m. local time, so it's one of the first emails that people get in their inbox when they open it up. So, not too challenging to create. We ran into a little snag in terms of this thing is still actually loading, so it's just down right now. But, it definitely works. This is the official app. They have good support for it. If you're not emailing, you're just missing out on money. That's the bottom line. You want to be emailing. You want to use MailChimp. It's a great service. It's great to get started because it's free for the first 2,000 emails. So, this isn't, it's not a nice to have or anything like this. It's a requirement. You need to be doing email marketing for your store. If not, you're just simply letting money go down the drain. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, definitely post them up in the group. And otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later.